Oops, I lost my earpods. Right, well, here we are. Let's settle in, shall we? So find a nice seat. Just close your eyes and really focus in on your breathing. And try to extend out your exhalation a little bit and just feel yourself grounded into the floor, any parts that are touching. When we're around friends and family, it's all good, but sometimes we forget to be good to ourselves. Trying to make everything nice for everyone else. Today's practice is just about giving back to yourself. Hopefully giving your body what it's needing, feeding your soul a little bit by just paying attention. Please bring hands to heart center. Just set an intention for yourself. Maybe particularly vowing to be kind and gentle and loving towards yourself today. When we do this, we're much more able to be kind and loving and gentle to others and notice there's so much grace around us. You lower your hands and your eyes. Start by stretching your arms up. Really feel nice and long in the sides. And then bring your right hand down and arc to the right side. Take a few breaths there. And then turn and face that right hand and maybe bring your left hand down. A little twist. You don't have to bring the hand down flat. If you want to, just bring it to your knee. Just feel that for a moment. And then stretch both arms up. Get really tall again. And then we'll arc to the opposite side. And then add the little twist. And then sweep back up, stretch, and bring your arms behind you. Keep the long side body. Just feel your shoulders out this morning. Lift your heart. You can interlace if it feels good. Broaden your clavicles. And then stretching the arms up. This time, fold forward. Come on up and go ahead and transition to your back. And have your belt handy. Lights are kind of bright. I'll turn them down. And just let your knees kind of fall together. So you can feel that out. And then hug both knees in. Kind of move the knees side to side a little bit, trying to keep your spine grounded. And grab your belt, set your left foot down and bring the belt on your, I think about on the arch. And then hold the belt on both sides and just kind of ground that leg and down into the socket. And then if you want to, you can extend the left leg. Just try and maintain a little curve in the low back. And then just kind of flex and point, warm up the ankle, the foot. When I say point, I mean floint, because it feels different when you have the pressure of the belt on there. And then find a place where it feels like your foot is pointing straight up to the ceiling and just make a little circle there. A little pressure down into the hip socket. And then grab both ends of the belt with your right hand. Bring your left arm out to the side and just open the leg to the right. What happened there? Once you get it to a spot, you don't want anything else to move, just that hip. And then maybe make a little circle out there. I'm not making it as wide as I can. I'm just feeling all those little fibers and muscles in the inner thigh. I wonder if somebody's using my. Might not have music today. It's kind of nice. Good. Now bring it back to center. Grab the belt with the opposite hand and bring it across, but not all the way. Just feel the IT band. And just kind of move it in a circle there too. Oh. It's like the same spot. That's weird. Try a different song. And bring it back to center. And reach up with your left foot and grab the belt. Hold it with both hands to start, just so you can get a good pull down. And make a few circles, point and flex. That's just weird. We'll try it one more time, and then we'll give up. And holding the belt with your left hand, right arm off to the side, just kind of explore that left hip. Maybe make a little circle. Yeah. And bring it up, switch hands. Feel out the IT band. I like to keep my foot really active as I'm doing this. And release. You can set the belt off to the side and just hug your knees in again. Even roll up into a little ball. And if you want, you can grab your shins and roll back and forth a little bit and come on up. Good. And transition to all fours. And just start working through some cow and cat. You can move your rib cage side to side in each pose. That kind of feels good to me. Good. And then find a spot where you're balanced, your core is balanced. You feel strong in your shoulders and extend your right leg. Feel like you're lifting from the belly of your hamstrings here. And then point and flex a few times here. Good. Good. And then keep that connection in your core as you bring the foot off to the right side and place the foot down. And just move forward and back a few times. Stretch that out. And then walk your hands back and come up on your knee. I feel a little tightness there. Make sure your hip is above your left knee. Your left hip is above your left knee. Right hand moves down the leg. Left arm up and over for a little gate pose. And then come on up, bring the left hand down, sweep the right arm up and the toes up. Just open up your heart. Oh. And then bring your hands back down and your foot back down. Lift the foot up, bring it straight behind you again. Square up the hips and add the left arm. Opposite arm and leg. And then very carefully bring elbow to knee as you round. And extend back out. And do that 2 more times. So elbow to knee, just staying really engaged in the core. Extend it back out. One more time. Good. Now keep the leg extended, bring the hand down, and now bring it over to the opposite side. Set the ball of the foot down. Nice long spine, maybe twist and look at the foot. Okay. And lift it up again. Square everything up. Just notice how your core helps you. And then set the knee down. Good. Take a child's pose. Check in. And then come up on fingertips and pretend like there's a beach ball underneath you. So kind of just pull your fingertips back as you round over this beach ball. Good. And then go the opposite way. Walk the fingers out, lengthen your spine. And then come on up to all fours again. Extend the left leg. Point and flex. Just check your core to see where your weakness is. See how you can hold it there. Lifting from the belly of the hamstrings again. One side for me feels stronger. So I always kind of notice, where can I strengthen to get it to feel more stable. And then bring the foot off to the side and set it down. And just kind of open up again. You'll feel it all over your hip. Kind of try to make sure the foot is grounded and the toes and the kneecap point the same direction. And then come on up to standing on your knee. Stretch your left arm down, your right arm up and over for gate pose. Good, and then bring the right hand off to the side. Left toes point up and open up. And then walk the hands back to that all fours position. Set the foot down and then lift it up and sweep it back. So the hips are square, core is strong, add the right arm. And then 3 times, elbow to knee. Go slow so you can see where you feel weak, where you feel strong, how you can help feel more balanced. And then when you've done 3, set the hand down and bring the foot off to the opposite side. And little twist. And lifting it up, bring it back, feeling super strong and supported, and then bring the knee down. Good, now bring the hands forward a bit, curl the toes, lift to your first downward facing dog. And just feel it out, having one knee and the other. Broadening the clavicles. And then come forward to plank. Hold there for a minute, see how it feels. And then you can either lower your knees to lower down or lower down through chaturanga to the mat. And stretch your feet long. Come on up to cobra. And exhale, lower. Do that a couple more times, just thinking. Long, long spine, connected shoulders, lengthening. Last time. Coordinating with the breath. And then curling the toes. You can push up to plank and then down dog, or just push up and back to down dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana, the Sanskrit name. Play a little bit here, seeing how everything's feeling. And then slowly walk your feet to your hands. I like to cross them. I don't know why. I feel like a cat when I do that. And come to a forward fold. And just kind of feel things out here. Really check in with your feet, your heels, your arches. Shake out your head. Soften your jaw. And then just rolling up one vertebra at a time, kind of rounding up to standing. Good. Take off a layer, yeah, if you need to. I'm going to. Finally warm. And then stretch your arms up. Bend your elbows, lift your heart. And stretch your arms up. And sweep them down. Good. Sorry, I'm still standing. So shift your weight to your right foot and lift your left heel and then lift your left knee. Just see how your balance is this morning. You can bring your arms out to the side, or if you're feeling strong, stretch them up. Again, just notice your core. And then let it down. Switch sides. And set it down. And we're going to go back to the first side, but I'm going to give you the option of bringing it then behind you, finding the foot, and then bringing it back forward and down, okay? But we're going to hold it longer than that. So stand on your right foot. Bring your left knee up. Stretch your arms up. And very slowly move the foot back behind you and reach back, see if you can find the foot. Bring knee beside knee, feel quad stretch. And if you want to, if you're feeling open enough, use both hands on the foot. Good, and then release the foot, don't let it drop. Bring it forward. And good job. Which side? Remember to use your core. That's where it's at. Slowly bring the foot behind. Maybe find the foot. Knee beside knee. That helps. Point it straight down. Maybe use both hands if you're feeling strong and stable. And then releasing, bringing it forward. And down. Good job. All right, grab your blocks. I don't have any. I just think it feels good with blocks. And come to the front of your mat with your blocks on either side, your feet. And then with a big inhale, stretch it. And exhale, hold. And pause there again in a forward fold to see how it feels this time. Hopefully more balanced. Really used your feet a lot in that last balance sequence. And then bring your hands to your blocks and step your left foot back to a deep lunge. And just kind of get things set up the way your alignment should be. So heel, knee, sits bone all on the same plane, both sides. And lift the left heel super high, stretch out your toes, and then stretch the heel down. Try not to allow your hip creases to move at all as you're doing this. So they stay parallel to each other. Just feeling out that deep lunge position. Good. And then now lower the back knee, hug to the midline, and bring your hands on your front knee. Feeling out your hip flexor. Maybe let your arms dangle and stretch up. Focus in on the breath and how the pose just kind of evolves as you breathe. One more. And then reach down, touch the blocks, lift the back knee again to deep lunge position. And sweep the right arm up and open up to a little twist. And retrace, touch down. Good. Step forward if you can. Forward fold. And then please step your right foot back. Deep lunge. Check the alignment. Hip creases are in the same plane. Ankle is under knee, not in front of, or the knee is not in front of the ankle, I should say. It can be behind. And then lift the heels super high, get a stretch in your toes. And stretch back through the heel. Do that one more time. And then lower the back knee. And take your time. Coming up. Feeling things out, feeling those hip flexors. Letting your arms dangle. And stretch your arms up. I always like to think of hugging in on the inhale and then really extending out on the exhale. And then touch down, lift the back knee, and then sweep the left arm up and open up for that twist. Oh, nice, you guys. And retracing the hand back down. And this time step back to a downward facing dog. Keeping the shoulder girdle super strong. Maybe a little bend in both knees. Extend the right leg straight behind. And then bend the knee. You're on blocks. You have to keep the shoulders super strong. Lift the right hip and open up for wild dog. Don't let the left shoulder drop. Feel really strong there. So you feel a twist in the core, but the shoulders are the same. Good. And then square it up. Bring the right foot forward to deep lunge. Good job. Round the back foot down. Make your way to a warrior two. Just take your time. Feeling super strong. Feel it out. He's probably the one that was kicking me off Spotify too. Sometimes Quinn listens to it at where she works at her lab. She does podcasts and she's kicked me off before too. So again, just feel the flow. Making you hold it a little longer. Bring your left hand to your hip. And you can bring the elbow to the knee, or your block is there. Your hand to the block, or if you're really feeling open right now, you can bring the hand to the floor. Turn the belly and chest to the inside. Maybe extend the left arm and stretch it over your ear if that feels good. Hollowed out armpit, rib cage back. And stretch the left arm straight up. Pretend like I'm pulling on your wrist to come back to warrior two. Yeah, beautiful. Good. This time straighten the front leg. And fold into triangle pose, whatever version is best for you. You can bring hand to knee, hand to shin, hand to ankle, into the block, or hand to the floor. Okay. Every inhale, think, oh, I'm hugging to the midline. I'm really connected. Every exhale, shine out. Broaden your clavicles. Lengthen through the top of the head. And look at the floor. Bend your front knee. Touch the blocks. Turn the back heel up. And step back, downward facing dog. Extend the left leg. Remember all that work you did on your shoulders to keep them steady. Bend the left knee. Stack the left hip on top of the right to open up. Feel a twist right in the core. Good. Square up the hips. Bring knee to nose, or however it works for you to step that foot through. Deep lunge. Good. Ground the back foot down. Check your alignment. Come up, warrior two. And settle in with your breath. Checking, do I feel really grounded and strong on the inhale, extending out on the exhale. One more breath. Bring the right hand to the hip, left elbow to the knee or to the block. Turn the belly and chest inward, but keep that left hip crease back. Stretch the arm up and over. Feel the shoulder blades on the back, but the rib cage back, long back on neck. Feel your feet. Are you using all parts? Stretch the arm straight up. Feel like I'm pulling you back up. Warrior two. Straighten the front leg. And take your time getting into triangle pose, feeling like you're hugging the feet towards each other helps. Feeling a nice long spine. Breathing. Look at the floor. Bend the front knee. Touch the blocks and turn the heel up. Step back, downward facing dog. Just kind of move the blocks off to the side for a little vinyasa. So once you get to down dog, take a moment there. And then inhale to plank. Exhale to the mat. Inhale to cobra or up dog even. That feels good to you. Stay for an extra breath. And lower down. And your choice, either plank to down dog or just push back to down dog. Take a slow walk to the front of your mat. Grab the blocks and bring them straight up from the outside of your feet, about 12 to 18 inches. And then just enjoy a moment in forward fold. And your next inhale, pranam. And hold. And then inhale, sweep all the way up. Then bring hands to heart center. As you do, bend your knees, sit back to a chair pose. Press your hands together so you feel really engaged in the core. You can feel your sits bones back behind your heels, but you're drawing your low belly up. Good. Now keep the knees just where they are as you twist to your right. Don't let that left knee come forward. And then come back through center and do the same thing to the left. forward and come back to center. And slowly straighten the legs, fold forward, Uttanasana. Couple breaths. And then step your right foot back to deep lunge. Ground the back foot down. Bring the right hand to your hip. There you go. Okay, now this is you're gonna slide the right foot forward as you reach for the block with your left hand. Your block, yep. And then press into your left foot, lift the right leg. Ardha Chandrasana. Just play with it for a moment. See if you have the weight right in the middle of your foot. Maybe the back leg needs to play with the positioning to feel more balanced. Draw your low belly up, lengthen through the top of your head. It's okay. Into the hip. Touch the back foot down. Slide the foot back. Straighten the leg, triangle pose. Woohoo! That was fun. Look at the floor, bend the front knee. Touch the hands down, turn the back heel up. Step back, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down. Cobra. Downward facing dog. We're going to try to step through without the block. So extend the right leg and step it through to deep lunge. Ground the back foot down. Left hand to the hip. So it's kind of a slick move. You got to stay connected. You slide the left foot forward, bring the hand to the block. And just before you lift anything, just think, okay, I want the weight right in the middle of my foot. And my hand's there to help me, but that's not where the weight's going. Your weight's going in the foot as you lift the left leg. You might have to adjust the block position so you feel really stable, or the back foot position. And then you can shine out. Shoulder blades still on the back. You can lengthen your spine a little bit more. Good, bend the front knee, touch the back foot down. Slide that foot back as you bring your hand back for little mini triangle pose. And then bend the front knee, turn the back heel up. And step back, down dog. I'll give you a choice here, either child's pose or vinyasa. You get to decide. I'm going to do vinyasa, so plank to the mat. Cobra. And everyone, downward facing dog. That was your peak pose, by the way. Walk your feet slowly to your hands, forward fold. And then you can adjust your feet if you would like, because we're coming down to a deep squat. Wherever it feels like a good position for you. I like to turn my toes out a little bit, but I keep thinking I want to stay in all parts of my feet. Sometimes your shins start to talk to you when you get in this position. Notice. Okay, for 2 more breaths. And then bring your hands behind you so that you can sit down kind of in the middle of your mat. And bring your hands behind your knees. Lengthen your spine, lean back. Lift your shins. And just kind of see how your boat pose feels this morning. You can draw the low belly up. You can extend the legs, extend the arms if that feels good. And you can lower the feet if you want, or you can come through Ardha Navasana, which is that extended boat pose, and slowly lower down if you want to the mat. See how slow you can go. Whew. Get in. And then bend your knees. Bring them right under your feet, right under your knees, and then bring them wide on the mat. Bring your arms to cactus. And just do we should call it goalpost today, since Jake's playing football. And just do a couple of windshield wipers. Just go as slow or as fast as you want. $2:30. Notice where you feel the stretch. It should release your low back. You're not working too hard. It's just kind of a pose that's supposed to kind of release tension. And then pause with both knees up and just bring the soles of the feet together. And this time let the knees open and bring your hands on your rib cage so that you can just feel your breath. Maybe even see if you can feel your heartbeat there. And bringing both knees up. Interlace behind the right thigh. Stretch the right leg straight and maybe the left leg straight if that works for your hamstrings. Press the thigh into your hands. Make a big circle with your big toe. And then release the right leg, bend the knee, and just tuck your toes in behind your left knee. And bring your arms back to that goal post, and then just twist. So you're going to be on your left hip, your right knee comes across, your right shoulder attempts to stay down. My knee never gets all the way across. Just tuck to your right shoulder, help it to stay grounded. If it's feeling really good and you want to, you can bring your left hand on top, on the outside of your right knee. Helps me relax a little more. Maybe even turn your head to the right. And releasing and coming back to center. Might have to make sure your torso is aligned and interlaced behind the left thigh. Maybe straighten both legs. Make a big circle with your left foot. I like to press my thigh into my hands. Just kind of feel it out a little bit. And then tucking the toes in behind the right knee, arms to cactus again. Roll to the right hip. Just do it slow. Left shoulder stays down. Maybe right hand to the outer left knee. Turn your head to the left. Just savor the twist. Notice where you feel it the most. I feel it in my left hip, but the big stretch in the shoulders as well. And unwinding, go ahead and stretch out for Savasana. Cover up if you would like. Now turning to your breath again, just use it as a tool to help you relax more. Every exhale, soften, release something. Open your jaw. Soften your face, your ears even. Relax your shoulders. Relax your arms and your hands. Relax your belly. Relax your hips. hamstrings, quadriceps, knees, shins, calves, ankles, feet, arches, pinky toes. Feel your skin soften and slide off the bones and muscles. Noticing your breath again. Allow the inhalation to be a little bit longer than the exhalation. Notice how you just allow your lungs to open a little bit further. Allow the breath. When you feel ready, start to move in small ways. Clean fingers, toes maybe. Start your transition back to seated. And just like to share a blessing from John O'Donohue. May you be blessed with good friends and learn to be a good friend to yourself. Journeying to that place in your soul where there is love, warmth, and feeling. May this change you. May it transfigure what is negative, distant, or cold within your heart. May you be brought into real passion, kindness, and belonging. May you never be isolated, but know the embrace of your Anamkara, which means soulmate. Just bring hands to heart center. I respect and bow to that beautiful soul in each of you. Namaste. I needed the practice today. So thanks, guys.